How to work a stitch between stitches for the absolute beginner crocheter. In this example, I'm going to be working a half double crochet stitch between stitches to show you how that's done. This is what it looks like as it's being worked up. Let's begin. Right, if we're at the end of a row, ready to start a new row, I'm just going to chain one and turn my work. Now normally we would make our stitch in the actual stitch space on top of the stitch. You'd see the hole, you'd see the V stitches, and you'd be like, this is where I want to place my stitch. However, we're actually going to place our crochet hook deeper between the posts of the stitches. So I'm going to start by yarning over, and then I'm going to take my crochet hook, and I'm going to place my finger. Sometimes I'll put my finger between the stitches to help guide me. Right there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops for that half double crochet. Let's do that again. I'm going to yarn over for the half double crochet stitch. I see the stitch. I don't want that. I want to go between the posts. Place my crochet hook right between the stitches, right there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. This can be a great trick to use if finding your stitches is a little tricky. Make sure that you keep count of your stitches. That way you don't accidentally drop a stitch or make too many stitches. Now let me show you what it looks like when we get to the very end. All right, at the very end here, I'm going to make a stitch. Now this stitch would technically go into this spot right there on top. So I'm going to yarn over, go just below that between the 2 stitch posts to make my stitch. But if I were to stop right here, look at how much gap space there's going to be. That's not a great spot to end to make the sides of your work straight. So I'm going to actually end the row making a stitch on top or in that very last stitch, so that way I can have a straight side and a clean end to my row. Great. Again, keeping count will be vital. That was my 13th stitch right there at the end, so let's make sure that that works. Chain 1, turn, between stitches, so we got 1, 2, 12, and I know I need 13 stitches in every row, so that 13th stitch will go at the very top of that last stitch to help give me that straight side. I also know that I have the same number of stitches in every row, so I know I'm on count, on track. That is how you would work a half double crochet stitch between stitches.